So now we are going to see that personal investment management. In that personal investment management, we are going to see that investment avenue. There are different types of investment avenues. The major thing is 7 types of investment managements are there: term deposit, insurance policy, retirement plans, real estate, gold and bullion, stock market securities, and a mutual fund. These are all the 7 types of investment avenues. Investment avenues in the sense the classification or different areas of investment. The investor he wants to invest. ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ ಅವರು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಏರಿಯಾಸನ್ನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ avenues. The investment avenues are means it is a alternative various alternative sources of investment opportunities available is termed as investment avenues. It is a comprehensive list. It is a very comprehensive list and such as that investment alternatives. So investment is any of the alternative depends on the needs and requirements of investment. So what is the investor required and what type of investment he required and what he needs the sense high rate of interest, protection. So what type of interest he required, what type of protection he required depends upon that investment alternative will differ. Okay, next first one is term deposit. Term deposit is a deposit available in banks and non-banking institutions. Main feature of this deposit is the investor he can deposit a lump sum money into the bank with a 1 month period of time, the minimum of 1 month period of time and the maximum of 5 years. How much ever he extend the time period, on that basis he gets what rate of interest. Okay, and it is a 100% risk-free deposit. Risk-free deposit in the sense he is not getting any type of risk. That is, after the period of time, the investor he gets that how much ever he deposit the money, that principal amount plus interest amount, both the amount he gets together at the end of the maturity period. So that is called as what? Term deposit. So term deposit, it available in all the nationalized banks and privatized banks also, and non-banking financial corporation also. And the term deposit is provided by UTI, mutual fund, post office savings, life insurance policies, provident fund scheme, government and semi-government securities. All these areas they are providing term deposits. They are providing term deposits. So term deposits in banks and non-banking. So now we are going to see how the term deposits works in banks and non-banking companies. It refers to saving account or certificate of deposit that pays a fixed rate of interest until stipulated maturity period. So it works on that basis of stipulated maturity period. And second thing is the saving deposit offers lower interest. So here we are going to differentiate is the saving SB account and FD account. Saving deposit is providing only less rate of interest and fixed deposit provides higher rate of interest. Okay, so that is the main two differences of these two deposits. What the saving deposit is, whenever we want to deposit money we can do it. Whenever we want to withdraw money, that we can it is possible in saving bank account, but it is not possible in fixed deposit. That is the two major differences of these two deposits. So the fixed deposit is more benefit to the investors because they are getting a stipulated or a fixed rate of interest. Okay, and apart from these two, one more deposit is the recurring deposit. It is also a type of deposit only, but the investor he wants to deposit regularly. Fixed deposit ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, fixed deposit only one time deposit, but recurring deposit is not like that. They are depositing in ರಿಕರಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಂತ್ಲಿ 3 months 6 months ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅವರು ಸ್ಟಿಪ್ಯುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ತನಕ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ they will get what? The rate of interest. Okay, so this type of deposits is also available in joint stock companies and non-banking financial companies, post office. ಈ ಥರ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟನ್ನು ಆರ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟನ್ನು ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ದೋ. ಸೊ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ characteristic is fixed interest rate is there. We already seen what are the fixed interest rate, and the safety of investment is also available. Present period, okay, what is the present period till when it is completes. Interest payment is wealth generation. Interest payment regularly there the bank is paying interest payment. And wealth generation, ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಏನು, what is mean by wealth generation? So a person is deposited 1 lakh rupees in a bank, and every month he gets 1,000 rupees as an interest. So how that every month his wealth is what? Increasing. So 1 lakh and 1,000 rupees, 1 lakh and 2,000 rupees second month, third month 1 lakh and 3,000 rupees. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾ ಅವರ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as what? Wealth generation. Roll over, penalty on premature withdrawal, loan against deposit, taxation on interest, low investment limit, insurance deposit. These are all the characteristics of term deposit. These are all the characteristics of term deposit. Next is types of term deposits. What are the types of term deposit? The types of term deposits are 7. First one is cumulative and non-cumulative term deposit, sweep-in facility term deposit, short-term and long-term term deposit, senior citizen term deposit, special deposit scheme for children, post office term deposit, tax saver term deposit. So these are all the 7 types of term deposits available in deposit market or deposit. Next is, so these are all what we have seen term deposit. Next is insurance policy. So how insurance is very helpful to our life, that everybody knows. So insurance is a protection given by the organization, that is individuals life ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as what? Insurance. So insurance organization is also providing protection and also providing different types of deposits, different policies also introduced to encourage savings. Okay, so what is insurance policies? Insurance is a contract between insurer and insured. Insurer ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಯಾರು? ಕಂಪನಿ. ಇನ್ಶೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ಶೂರರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಶೋರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ಫೋರ್ಸಿನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಫೋರ್ಸಿನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ರಿಸ್ಕನ್ನು ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ insurance policy is what it is more helpful to individuals life. It is also it is also helping the organization, not only the individual. It is a contract of risk transfer. Okay, that individual or the company is transferring the risk to the company. Okay, and insurance is a method of spreading over large number of persons a possible financial loss too serious to the conveniently borne by the individual. Next is, insurance is an arrangement by which company or the state undertakes to provide guarantee of compensation for special loss, damage, illness or death in return for payment of specialized premium. So what is insurance policies? In the sense, insurance policy is nothing but one person is or one organization is transferring his individual or organization risk or loss to other person. So that organization is called as what? Insurance. So insurance is how we have to convert or transfer this loss to the other organization or insurance organization is through we have to take a policies. We have to take a policies like that. We will take a insurance. So insurance is also one of the avenue. I already explained it, right? So now we have to see what are the principles of insurance. This is very important topic, the principles. Okay, so first one, utmost good faith. So what is utmost good faith? Utmost good faith is nothing but both the person. I already explained who are all two persons, insurer and insured. Insurer and insured should have a good faith in terms with the transactions. They should have a good terms or a good ಏನಂತ they should have a good what faith in each other. It's called as what? Utmost good faith. I read out this. The principle ensures that the both insurer and the insured to get an insurance with the mutual faith and trust. The insured needs to fully disclose the material facts about the subject matter. The insurer is obliged to fully disclose the terms and conditions of the policy. So this is the first principle. Second principle is principle of insurable interest. Under this principle, the insured takes care the protection of subject matter by all means, and destruction loss of subject matter is a serious and unbearable loss to him. Okay. Example, a father has insurable interest with his son or daughter. Car owner has an insurable interest to his car. So what is insurable interest? Insurable interest in the sense the which asset he is going to insure, so that area is called as what? Insurable interest. Next is principle of indemnity. It's okay, indemnity in the sense how much ever the loss faced by the insured, so that loss can be given as a protection by the insurance company. It's called as what? Principle of indemnity. Principle of indemnity, I read once again. It is a compensation. ಒಂದು ಲಕ್ಷ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬೋನಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು more than the policy amount who lost the life or who's lost the life of the family, they are giving. ಫಾರ್ ಕಾರ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಿನ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? Principle of indemnity. Next is principle of contribution. In this case, the insured has to take one policy for the same matter. More than one policy for the same matter, he can claim the compensation only to the extent of loss either from the insured from any one person. That is, ಒಂದು ಲಾಸಿಗೆ for one loss they have to take the compensation is for only once. It's called as what? Principle of contribution. Principle of contribution. Next is so these are all the major four types of principle of insurance. Next is fifth one is principle of subrogation. Principle of subrogation means it is substituting one creditor to another. When the insured is compensated for the losses due to the damage to his insured property, then the owner rights shift to the insurer. That is, the property can be shifted to the insurer. Next is principle of loss minimization. In this time of unforeseen contingent, even the insured must take all possible necessary steps to control and reduce the losses of such a scenario. And seventh one is principle of causa proxima. So it is nothing but nearest to the remote cause is considered for the deciding liability of insurance. ನಿಯರರ್ ಟು ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು 60% ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು 50 to 55% ತನಕ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೋ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮಾ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ 7 principles of insurance. Next is different types of life insurance. What are the different types of life insurance? Life insurance is first one, life insurance. It is a contractual agreement between policy holder and the life insurance company. Insured pays regular premium and insurer pays a compensation on the death of policy holder or at the end of the term of policy within the stipulated time period of the policy. The term plan is, under this plan, the insurer will pay the insured value only at the time of a death of insured, and in the case of at the end of the term insured survive, he will not get assured sum. This is assured sum. This is the original and pure form of insurance, and it is a low premium also. Okay, next is types of insurance in that endowment policy. Endowment policy in the sense under this policy, the insured gets assured that time of death of policyholder is nominee's legal hires on the time of ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆತ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಎಂಡೋಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ. ಇಟ್ ಸರ್ವ್ಸ್ ಟ್ವೈನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಪಸಸ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಮ್. ಈ ಥರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ higher premium, it cost higher premium. Money back policy in the sense it is interim payouts, that is intermediary they are paying the money, so it's called as what, money payouts to policy holder depend upon the survival, upon the ಅವರವರ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಸರ್ವೈವಲ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಸ್ ದ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಂಡೋಮೆಂಟ್ with additional benefit of money back in the interim period at the additional benefit of money back and interim period. Next, types of insurance. In general insurance is a contract that do not come under the field of insurance. This policy bought for the risk covered intangible asset susceptible to the damage. Insurance of property against fire, burglary, etc. It is called the property on the basis of property. It is called as what, general insurance. Next is types of general insurance are motor insurance plan. This is a mandatory vehicle owner. It includes two types: accident cover vehicle, third party insurance. Next is health insurance. It is risk of incurring the medical expenditure. Marine insurance, it is a cover loss damage vessel or sea inland waterways. And travel insurance, it is intended to cover the medical expenses, financial default of travel suppliers and other losses incurred while traveling the goods. Next is types of general insurance. That is aviation insurance. It is an insurance grants protection against the loss of aircraft or legal liability. Personal accident insurance is a insurance covered against the damage or accident. Next is disability insurance, provides the financial support in the event of policyholder. Crime insurance is a casualty insurance that covers the policy against the losses arise the crime. Next is, so these are all the different types of insurance. Thank you.